Atu Gawande, the author of Being Mortal, wrote, "It is not death that the very old tell me that they fear. It is what happens short of death, especially the loss of physical function and cognitive capacity." What have I learned from being the primary caregiver to my husband who has Alzheimer's? I've learned to live with uncertainty. I've learned not to judge myself harshly for not knowing how to work with this disease. Where do we learn how to do that? I've learned to alter my communication with Peter. For people with dementia, it is better to be agreeable and not argue with their reality. It is better to redirect the conversation rather than try and use reason or logic. It just doesn't work. It is better to reassure rather than correct their thinking. I've learned to listen with compassion and enter his reality rather than trying to have him enter mine. Another important learning for me was paying attention and noticing what was left about this person I love rather than letting things get to me that I noticed that were gone. His smile, his sense of humor, and his bright eyes are left to appreciate and be grateful. There are many other things as well. I've learned to say I love you more, to hold hands more, to find daily moments of close connectedness more. So how do I care for myself? I've learned two important things about self-care. Number one is personal care, nourishing myself with things that feed my soul so that I'm able to care for Peter, to give him the love he deserves. I have a daily practice that sustains me, a meditation walk, inspirational quotes that I read to myself, a time of personal quiet time in the morning that feeds my soul. I've learned to grieve along the way as well. I've learned to grieve every loss that you have with somebody with dementia. I knew it would be helpful to me personally to get connected with other people who were caregivers. So I started a support group here in the village for caregivers. Knowing we are not alone in this journey is so helpful and a great advantage of living in a caring village. Most important of all, I've learned to be brokenhearted on one hand and grateful in the other. It's really learning that those two hands are perfect together. Jane Hirschfield's quotation has helped me move through each day. So few grains of happiness measured against all the dark, and still the scales balance. The world asks of us only strength that we have, and we give it. And then it asks more, and we give it.